What's good, everybody? So let's talk about it. Speak No Evil, the new movie that came out from Blumhouse that the trailer dropped, has some buzz, has some fire behind it, but there was still some people that was skeptical about seeing this because, it's Blumhouse and they have not had a good track record so far with movies. Now, with this movie, I can say that this actually, so far, this year is one of the best Blumhouse movies that came out this year. It's the best one I've seen so far this year, you know. And it's a remake of an old movie that came out before. So this remake that they did of the same movie, I would say it's on point with this one. They definitely hit the mark with this one, you know. And I would recommend people to definitely check this movie out because this is definitely a movie that you want to check out and go see. And I'm gonna break it down to you why. Number one, the story. The story was very, very interesting, and it definitely kept your eyes glued to the screen because the way that it started out one way and it built up to things starting to happen, which I like when they do movies like that. They don't just throw something at you right away, they build it up for you to get to kind of know the character, and then when things start to happen, it hits you like, oh wow. So that I did like what they did with the story. Story The second part about the story that I liked was that the way that it was written, that it was very unpredictable. That you would think that things was going to go this way, but it went another way, and that was another key thing about the story that made the story great. So the writing in here, the story, definitely on point. The second thing, the actors, James McAvoy, if I'm saying it, McAvoy, I'm sorry, James McAvoy, I'm sorry about that. He held this role down. And when I saw him playing this role, I was not worried about him not doing a good job. Because seeing what he's done before with Glass and all the other movies he's done, I already knew that he was going to hold it down and know which route that they were going to go with him. But he definitely held it down as the villain in this movie. All the other cast members did a great job as well too, you know. But him as the lead role as the villain, he nailed it, you know. So putting him in that position, picking him for that role was a great choice for Blumhouse and for them to do that. The third thing, the suspense. The suspense in here went together with the story and how they built it up and how they and when it was time to put the suspense and the jump scares in here, it went so well. And that's something that we don't see with a lot of horror movies today. We just see where they put the movie together, they throw some little cheap jump scares up in there, and then after that, that's just it. And people tune out. But this movie, the jump scares was put in the right place. Definitely put in the right place. That definitely brought the movie out and kept your attention. The third thing, the ending. The ending was one of those endings that um how can I say this? Some people may say that they kind of expected to go that way, but then a lot of people say that they didn't expect it to go that way. But that final act leading up to the ending, that's when it really got good. That's when you was just like, oh shit, man, I got to keep my eyes on this. I want to see how this is going to play out, how this is going to happen. Definitely on point. Now, you all know I don't do spoilers on my channel. I just give you my opinion about it, but I want you guys to go check this movie out so that when you check it out and come back, we can have this conversation in the comments and things. So those three things overall, why I say that this movie is a must see. And I would say that so far, this movie has definitely put Blumhouse in a very good, comfortable situation. Because for one, they have not made good horror movies lately. Number two, the remakes have not been good at all either. So when I found out that this was a remake, I was kind of skeptical about going to see it. But so far, I can say that this movie has definitely put Blumhouse back in a comfortable position with the audience. Not a great position, but a comfortable position. You know, so now I would just hope that the next thing that Blumhouse comes out with, that it be decent. Because the front room was good. It was a good, solid story. I enjoyed that. But I would just say so far, when it comes to remakes, the only two remakes that I've seen so far that have been good for Blumhouse was this movie, Speak No Evil, and The Invisible Man. Now, some people might beg to differ, might say, well, the Halloween movie was all right, but so far, as I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it again, Speak No Evil and The Invisible Man are the two remakes that I've seen so far that have hit home for them, and they were very good. Now, if you disagree with me on that, let's talk about it. But in my opinion, these are the two movies that I would say so far. And Speak No Evil being the best Blumhouse movie out this year. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do next. But check out my last video where I was talking about the rise and fall of Blumhouse and what's going on over there. But overall, this movie is definitely a must go see. Also, this is a good date night film. So take your girl to go see this movie because she's definitely gonna love it. But I want y'all to you see this movie. What was your thoughts about it? Do you agree with me that this is the best Blumhouse remake so far? Let's have this conversation. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned.